Have you ever sat down to enjoy a warm, cozy bowl of oatmeal and thought to yourself, this is healthy, this is heart smart, this is the perfect senior breakfast? Well, what if I told you that the way most seniors eat their oatmeal could actually be doing more harm than good? I know, that sounds shocking. After all, oatmeal has been praised for decades as a superfood, loaded with fiber, heart-healthy nutrients, and steady energy. But here's the twist. It's not the oats themselves that are the problem. It's how we prepare them, what we mix in, and how we pair them with other foods. Many older adults are unknowingly making oatmeal mistakes that can lead to blood sugar spikes, digestive troubles, and even long-term health risks. So before you scoop up your next spoonful, let's slow down, dig deeper, and discover what's really happening inside that bowl. Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Elderly Transformation Podcast, the show where we dive deep into simple lifestyle choices that can make your golden years brighter, healthier, and full of energy. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're uncovering something truly eye-opening. I want you to think back to your own breakfast routine. How do you usually prepare your oatmeal? Do you add sugar or honey? Maybe you use instant packets because they're quick and easy? Or perhaps you skip adding anything else and think plain oats are best. I'd love to hear about your oatmeal habits. So pause for a moment and share in the comments. How do you usually eat your oatmeal? It might just be the key to understanding if you're helping or hurting your health. Because in today's episode, we're uncovering the 5 most common oatmeal mistakes that could be shortening your lifespan. And more importantly, how to fix them so your favorite breakfast becomes a genuine superpower for your body. Let's dive in. You might be surprised by what's coming next. Let's start peeling back the layers on this breakfast mystery. Oatmeal on its own truly is one of nature's simplest and most nourishing foods. It's packed with soluble fiber, especially a type called beta-glucan, which helps support heart health, balance cholesterol, and keep you full for longer. But here's where many seniors unintentionally go off track. The way it's prepared can completely change its impact on your body. Think of oatmeal like a blank canvas. It only becomes a masterpiece if you add the right ingredients. Add the wrong ones, and you could be turning a healthy meal into a sugar bomb that spikes your blood sugar, stresses your heart, and leaves you crashing before noon. That's why today's episode isn't about demonizing oatmeal. It's about transforming it back into the nourishing meal it was meant to be. You'd be surprised how often I hear seniors say things like, "But Alex, I only use brown sugar. That's healthier, right?" Or, "I drizzle a little honey. Natural sugar can't hurt, can it?" The truth is, too much of any sugar, even the natural kind, can overwhelm your system, especially as we get older and our metabolism slows down. Over time, these little daily habits can add up, leading to blood sugar imbalances, increased inflammation, and more strain on your heart and pancreas. So today, we're going to walk through 5 specific oatmeal mistakes that could be sabotaging your health. And the good news? Every single one of them has a simple, delicious fix. Some of these may sound familiar, while others might surprise you. And trust me, the 5th one is a real eye-opener that most people never think about. So make sure you stick around till the end. Let's begin with mistake number 1, which is by far the most common culprit behind turning heart-healthy oatmeal into a not-so-healthy sugar trap. Alright, let's dive straight into the first and perhaps most common oatmeal mistake, adding too much sugar. This one's sneaky because it feels innocent. A teaspoon here, a drizzle there, maybe a little honey or maple syrup just for flavor. But here's the truth, those little additions add up fast. Many seniors end up turning their morning oatmeal into a dessert without even realizing it. Imagine this, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar can pack over 100 calories and nearly 25 grams of sugar. That's like eating 5 or 6 teaspoons of straight sweetness before your day even starts. And while it may taste comforting, your body reacts very differently than your taste buds do. When you load up your oatmeal with sugar, you're sending a rush of glucose straight into your bloodstream. Your body scrambles to balance things out by releasing insulin, which can cause a sharp spike and crash effect. You feel great for an hour, then sluggish, hungry, and craving more sugar again. Over time, this roller coaster stresses your pancreas, contributes to insulin resistance, and raises your risk for diabetes, heart disease, and inflammation. All major concerns for seniors striving for longevity. But don't worry, you don't have to settle for bland oats either. Instead of sugar, try natural, nutrient-packed flavor boosters like cinnamon, vanilla extract, or unsweetened cocoa powder. For sweetness, rely on whole fruits. Sliced bananas, fresh berries, or diced apples add fiber, vitamins, and a touch of natural sweetness without spiking your blood sugar so rapidly. Another pro tip, add a pinch of salt. It enhances flavor and balance, making oats taste richer without extra sugar. Think of it like training your taste buds to appreciate real food again. Over time, you'll notice you crave less added sweetness. So, if your morning bowl looks more like a dessert buffet than a wholesome breakfast, it's time to rethink your recipe. Trust me, your heart, your energy, and your waistline will thank you. Next up, we'll look at another sneaky oatmeal mistake that's easy to overlook, especially when you're short on time. And this one might shock you if you're using instant oatmeal packets. Now let's talk about another breakfast blunder that many older adults make without even realizing it. Relying on instant oatmeal packets. I get it. They're convenient, quick, and they seem like the perfect no-fuss breakfast. You just add hot water, stir, and in under a minute, you've got something warm and comforting in your bowl. But here's the catch. Those little packets are often highly processed, stripped of much of the natural fiber that makes oats so beneficial in the first place. They're designed for speed, not for health. And worse, if you flip the package over and read the ingredient list, you'll often find added sugars, artificial flavors, and preservatives sneaking in. What starts as a wholesome grain ends up acting more like a refined carb, spiking your blood sugar just like white bread or pastries. Think about it this way. The finer and faster an oat cooks, the faster it digests in your body. And that rapid digestion leads to a quick glucose surge, followed by an energy dip that leaves you tired and hungry again before lunch. For seniors, this kind of constant blood sugar fluctuation can contribute to fatigue, weight gain, and metabolic issues over time. The good news? You don't need to spend hours slaving over the stove to fix it. Old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats are excellent alternatives. They take a bit longer, maybe 5 to 10 minutes more, but they're worth every second. These less processed oats release energy slowly, keeping you full and steady. And if you really love convenience, try overnight oats. Just soak rolled oats in milk or yogurt overnight in the fridge, and by morning, they're ready to eat. No cooking required. You can add fresh fruit, nuts, or seeds for flavor and nutrition. So, next time you reach for that packet, pause and ask yourself, am I choosing speed over health? Remember, your breakfast sets the tone for your entire day, and a few extra minutes of prep can make a lifetime of difference. Up next, we'll uncover mistake number 3, and it's a big one. Most people don't even realize they're missing this key ingredient every morning, and it could be the reason they feel tired or hungry just hours after breakfast. If you've been nodding along thinking, wow, I had no idea oatmeal could be this complicated, you're not alone. That's exactly why we're here on the Elderly Transformation Podcast, helping you uncover the simple habits that can lead to a longer, more energized life. I pour a lot of heart and research into these episodes to make sure you're getting advice that's not only practical, but easy to understand and actually doable. So, if you're finding value so far, Maybe you've already spotted one mistake you're ready to fix. Take just a quick second to like, follow, or subscribe wherever you're listening. It might seem like a small thing, but it truly helps this show reach more seniors who are looking for trustworthy, science-backed wellness tips. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll never miss an episode. And believe me, we've got some eye-opening ones coming up about brain health, mobility, and aging gracefully. You can even share this episode with a friend or loved one who's been struggling with energy or blood sugar. Sometimes a simple breakfast swap is all it takes to make a world of difference. And I'd love to keep hearing from you too, your stories, your experiences, your wins. Have you ever switched from instant oats to rolled oats and felt the difference? Or maybe you tried reducing sugar and found your energy lasted longer? Drop a comment or send a message. I read them all, and your feedback inspires every new topic we cover. All right, let's keep the momentum going, because coming up next, we're tackling a silent oatmeal mistake that flies under the radar, but can seriously affect how your body uses that morning meal. Most people skip this part entirely, and that's exactly why it's causing mid-morning crashes and constant snacking. Let's dig in. Let's keep going with a mistake that might not seem obvious at first, but once you understand it, it'll completely change the way you look at breakfast, skipping protein and healthy fats. Oatmeal is rich in complex carbohydrates and fiber, which is great, but by itself, it's not a complete meal. Think of your breakfast like building a sturdy house. The oats are your foundation, but without protein and healthy fats, the walls and roof are missing. When you eat only carbs, even slow-digesting ones like oats, your blood sugar rises quickly, then drops back down, leaving you hungry and tired before mid-morning. That's why so many people say, I eat oatmeal every day, but I still get hungry an hour later. Your body needs protein and healthy fats to slow down digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and keep you satisfied longer. This balance helps you feel energized and focused instead of sleepy and snacky. So how can you fix it? It's easier than you think. Try stirring in a spoonful of peanut butter or almond butter. It adds protein, healthy fats, and a creamy texture. Or sprinkle in chia seeds, flax seeds, or walnuts, which are packed with omega-3s that support brain and heart health. Another great option is to mix your oats with Greek yogurt or a splash of milk instead of water. That simple switch adds protein and richness. You can even top it with a poached egg or a handful of nuts if you're feeling adventurous. These small additions transform a plain carb-heavy bowl into a balanced, nutrient-dense meal that fuels your body for hours. Remember, breakfast should set you up for success, not send you searching for snacks by 10 a.m. And here's something else to keep in mind. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, so getting enough protein becomes even more important for maintaining strength and mobility. By pairing your oats with the right nutrients, you're not just avoiding crashes, you're actively supporting healthy aging. Coming up, we're about to explore mistake number 4. And it's one that many people make out of love because more seems better, right? Well, not always. Sometimes too much of a good thing can quietly sabotage your health goals. Stick around, this next one's a real portion control wake-up call. Now, let's talk about a mistake that hides in plain sight. One that many seniors make simply because it feels harmless: eating too much of a good thing. You've probably heard the saying, if it's healthy, you can eat as much as you want, right? Unfortunately, when it comes to oatmeal, that couldn't be further from the truth. Oats are indeed nutritious, but they're still carbohydrates, which means they contribute to your daily calorie and glucose load. If you're filling your bowl to the brim, thinking more oats mean more health, you could be unintentionally overloading your system with carbs, spiking blood sugar, and slowing down your metabolism. Portion control is especially important for older adults whose metabolism naturally slows with age. What used to fuel you in your 40s or 50s might now lead to stubborn weight gain or afternoon fatigue. Let's break it down. A proper serving of dry oats is typically about half a cup, which cooks up to a satisfying, hearty bowl. But many people pour straight from the bag without measuring, and before they know it, they've doubled or even tripled that amount. Add toppings like fruit, nuts, or sweeteners, and your light breakfast could easily climb past 500 to 600 calories, the equivalent of a full lunch. That's not to say you need to starve yourself. Quite the opposite. The goal is balance. Measure out your oats, then make your meal more filling with fiber-rich fruit, protein, and healthy fats, just like we discussed earlier. That way you're getting more nutrition per calorie, not just more calories. Another trick? Use a smaller bowl. It's a simple psychological shift, but it helps train your eyes and appetite to be satisfied with reasonable portions. Think of it as mindful eating, pausing long enough to check in with your hunger, enjoy your meal, and give your body time to signal fullness. Remember, longevity isn't about restriction, it's about moderation and awareness. You want meals that energize you, not weigh you down. And speaking of balance, our final oatmeal mistake ties everything together. It's about nutrient diversity, and it's the one most people completely overlook. You'll definitely want to stick around because this last one is the key to turning oatmeal into a true superfood instead of a single-note meal. Now let's explore the final oatmeal mistake. And honestly, it's one of the most important ones because it affects your health beyond just breakfast, not balancing your oats with other essential nutrients. Many seniors fall into the habit of eating oatmeal the same way every morning. Plain oats, maybe a banana, and a sprinkle of sugar. It feels wholesome and routine. And while consistency is great, variety is vital. Oats are rich in fiber and certain minerals like manganese and phosphorus, but they lack key nutrients your body needs daily, especially vitamin C, B12, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for seniors' bone health, energy, and cognitive function. When oatmeal becomes your one-note meal, day after day, your diet can become nutrient deficient, leaving gaps that slowly chip away at your vitality over time. So, how do you fix this? Think of your oatmeal bowl as a canvas for color, texture, and nutrients. Start by mixing in a variety of fruits, not just bananas, but berries for antioxidants, apples for fiber, or even a handful of citrus for vitamin C. Add a spoonful of chia seeds or ground flaxseed for omega-3s, which support brain health. If you use dairy, consider low-fat milk or fortified plant-based milks for calcium and vitamin D. You can even sprinkle in pumpkin seeds or almonds for zinc and magnesium, both important for muscle and immune function. And every now and then, switch it up completely. Try a savory oatmeal bowl with spinach, mushrooms, and a poached egg for a satisfying twist that boosts protein and iron. The key here is balance, not just making one meal perfect, but weaving variety into your routine so your body gets everything it needs to thrive. Remember, longevity isn't built on one superfood. It's built on a symphony of nutrients working together. And if you've made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back. You're already ahead of most people when it comes to understanding what truly makes a meal healthy. But don't go anywhere yet, because we're about to connect the dots. You might be wondering, okay, Alex, I get it. I'm making some of these mistakes, but how exactly do they affect my long-term health? That's exactly what we'll dive into next. Let's talk about how these breakfast habits influence your longevity, energy, and overall wellness, and how making just a few changes can help you feel more vibrant every single day. So now that we've unpacked all 5 major oatmeal mistakes, let's connect the dots and talk about why these habits matter so much for your long-term health and lifespan. You see, the way we eat each morning sets off a chain reaction in our bodies, one that can either promote healing and energy or quietly fuel disease and fatigue. When you load your oats with sugar, rely on instant packets, skip protein, overeat portions, or ignore nutrient balance, your body ends up working overtime to stabilize itself. The most immediate effect? Blood sugar spikes and crashes. Over time, these repeated highs and lows increase your risk of insulin resistance, a major factor behind type 2 diabetes. And for seniors, managing blood sugar is especially important. Even slight fluctuations can affect your mood, focus, and energy throughout the day. But that's just the start. Diets heavy in added sugars and refined carbs also increase chronic inflammation, which has been linked to heart disease, joint pain, and even cognitive decline. On the flip side, eating balanced, nutrient-dense meals, like properly prepared oatmeal, can actually reduce inflammation, stabilize energy, and support a healthy heart. Think of it like this. Every bowl is either a deposit or a withdrawal from your body's health bank. Choose wisely, and you build resilience. Choose poorly, and little by little, it adds stress to your system. Over the years, those choices compound, much like interest, influencing how you age, how strong your immune system remains, and how well your organs perform. And let's not forget digestion. Seniors often experience slower digestion due to natural changes in gut motility, so skipping fiber, protein, or hydration can lead to bloating or constipation. A well-rounded bowl with fiber, healthy fats, and water supports gut health and keeps everything running smoothly. The great news? It's never too late to turn things around. Even small tweaks, like switching from instant oats to rolled oats or adding protein, can make a noticeable difference within days. You'll likely feel steadier, more focused, and less dependent on snacks or caffeine to keep you going. And over months and years, these new habits can help lower disease risk and improve longevity. Coming up next, I'll walk you through a simple summary of solutions. A quick start guide to building the perfect bowl of oatmeal that supports not just your breakfast, but your entire lifestyle transformation. All right, my friends, now that we've exposed the oatmeal pitfalls that can secretly undermine your health, it's time to flip the script and focus on solutions. Because the truth is, oatmeal can still be one of the best breakfasts for seniors, when it's done right. So, let's recap everything we've learned and build a foolproof formula for a bowl that boosts your energy, steadies your blood sugar, and supports your longevity. First, start with high-quality oats. Go for steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. These less processed varieties digest slowly, giving you a steady release of energy rather than a sugar spike. Next, watch your portions. About half a cup of dry oats is a balanced serving for most people. It may look small before cooking, but it fluffs up beautifully, especially when combined with fiber and protein-rich add-ins. Now let's talk flavor and balance. Instead of loading up on brown sugar or honey, try using natural sweetness from fresh fruits. Think blueberries, strawberries, or even grated apples. They not only sweeten your bowl, but also add antioxidants and vitamins your body needs. Then add protein and healthy fats to round things out. A spoonful of nut butter, a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a dollop of Greek yogurt works wonders. And don't forget a touch of spice. Cinnamon, nutmeg, or vanilla can make your oats taste amazing without extra sugar. Finally, look at your oatmeal as just one part of a broader meal plan. Rotate ingredients, mix up flavors, and pair it with other nutrient-dense foods throughout the week, like eggs, smoothies, or veggie-packed omelets, to ensure your diet stays colorful and complete. And hey, if you're loving these practical tips and learning how to turn simple habits into powerful health tools, I'd really appreciate it if you'd tap that like button or hit subscribe right now. It might sound small, but every click helps spread these life-changing insights to more seniors who deserve to live their healthiest years yet. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll get notified about our next episodes, including one where we'll explore easy anti-inflammatory breakfast swaps, and another all about brain-boosting foods for memory and focus. So go ahead, show some love, And let's keep this transformation journey going together. Coming up next, we're going to explore why fixing these mistakes doesn't just affect your breakfast, it can transform your whole day. You'll see how small dietary tweaks ripple out into more energy, better moods, and improved quality of life. Trust me, you won't want to miss this next part. Now that we've covered the common mistakes and how to fix them, let's talk about how properly prepared oatmeal can transform your entire day. Imagine starting the morning not with a sugar crash, but with a bowl that keeps your blood sugar steady, your energy consistent, and your mind alert. That's the real magic of pairing oats with protein, healthy fats, and nutrient-rich toppings. When your breakfast is balanced, your body doesn't have to scramble to regulate glucose levels, which means you can avoid those mid-morning cravings, irritability, and fatigue that sneak up when meals are carb-heavy or sugar-laden. Seniors who adopt these habits often report feeling more focused, energized, and motivated, making it easier to stay active, enjoy hobbies, and engage socially, all key factors for longevity. Think of it this way. Breakfast is the spark that sets the metabolic tone for the day. If you're eating oats with too much sugar or relying solely on instant packets, your body is burning energy inefficiently. You may feel sluggish by 10 or 11 a.m., leading to additional snacking, coffee binges, or even skipped lunches, all of which can contribute to weight gain or unstable energy patterns. On the other hand, a nutrient-packed bowl stabilizes digestion, supports muscle health, and even helps regulate appetite hormones, meaning you feel satisfied longer and make healthier food choices throughout the day. And here's another bonus. The combination of fiber from oats and fruits, protein from yogurt or nuts, and healthy fats keeps your gut happy, supporting better digestion, reduced bloating, and even improved immunity over time. By making these small changes, you're not just tweaking breakfast. You're setting the foundation for better sleep, clearer thinking, and stronger overall health. It's amazing how a few simple swaps can ripple out into so many areas of daily life. And if you're already thinking about trying some of these adjustments tomorrow morning, here's a friendly reminder. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine at once. Start with one change, maybe swapping instant oats for rolled oats or adding a handful of berries, and see how your body responds. Little wins compound over time, and before you know it, you'll be experiencing all the benefits we've been talking about. Up next, we'll dive into how these habits specifically protect your heart and reduce chronic disease risk, which is crucial for anyone in their golden years. Now let's zoom in on one of the most important reasons seniors should rethink their oatmeal habits: heart health and chronic disease prevention. As we age, our risk for conditions like cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure naturally increases. And diet plays a major role in either accelerating or slowing that risk. When you eat oatmeal the wrong way, too much sugar, processed packets, or unbalanced meals, you're inadvertently contributing to inflammation, high blood sugar, and elevated cholesterol, all of which put stress on your heart. Over time, these small daily choices accumulate, quietly increasing the chance of heart attacks, strokes, and metabolic issues. But here's the silver lining. Oatmeal itself is naturally heart protective when prepared properly. Its soluble fiber helps lower LDL cholesterol, while added antioxidants from fruits and omega-3 fatty acids from seeds or nuts fight inflammation and support vascular health. Let's make it real with an example. Imagine you swap your usual sugary packet oats for rolled oats topped with blueberries, walnuts, and a touch of cinnamon. Not only does this combination taste amazing, but it also slows the digestion of carbohydrates, balances blood sugar, provides anti-inflammatory compounds, and contributes to overall cardiovascular wellness. By eating this way consistently, seniors can reduce spikes in blood sugar and insulin, helping to protect the heart and reduce the risk of diabetes. And don't forget, keeping portion sizes in check and pairing your oats with protein ensures that your energy remains steady, so your body isn't constantly in stress mode. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Small, mindful adjustments in your oatmeal routine translate into long-term protective effects for your heart and metabolic system. And remember, while oatmeal is a star player, it works best as part of a balanced, nutrient-rich diet that includes vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats throughout the day. Next, we'll explore how these oatmeal strategies support digestion and gut health, another cornerstone of wellness in the later years. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked but is essential for seniors: digestive health. As we age, our digestive system naturally slows down, making us more prone to constipation, bloating, and irregularity. This is where oatmeal can truly shine, but only when prepared and eaten the right way. Oats are naturally high in soluble fiber, which absorbs water and forms a gel-like substance in your gut. This slows digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and supports a healthy microbiome, the community of bacteria in your intestines that plays a crucial role in immunity, mood, and nutrient absorption. However, many seniors unknowingly sabotage this benefit by choosing instant oatmeal packets loaded with sugar and preservatives, skipping fiber-rich toppings, or overcooking their oats until they lose texture. To maximize digestive benefits, start with steel-cut or rolled oats. They're less processed and retain their natural fiber structure. Add a variety of fruits and seeds like raspberries, chia, or flax to feed healthy gut bacteria. Even a small spoonful of nuts or Greek yogurt helps balance digestion by providing protein and probiotics. Another key tip: hydration matters. Fiber without adequate water can actually make constipation worse, so pairing your oatmeal with a glass of water or herbal tea is simple but powerful. When you get this balance right, your digestive system feels lighter, more regular, and energized, which in turn supports better nutrient absorption and overall vitality. The takeaway here is simple: oatmeal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for your gut. By choosing less processed oats, pairing them with fiber and protein, and staying hydrated, you create a foundation for smoother digestion, reduced bloating, and more energy throughout the day. Now, let's dive into a topic that's especially important for seniors: brain health. Many people don't realize that what we eat in the morning can directly affect our mental clarity, memory, and focus for hours. And oatmeal, when prepared correctly, can be a real brain booster. Oats contain complex carbohydrates that provide a slow, steady release of glucose, the brain's primary energy source. Combine this with protein and healthy fats like nuts, seeds, or yogurt, and you're giving your brain the balanced fuel it needs to stay alert without the spikes and crashes caused by sugary instant packets. On the flip side, an oatmeal bowl loaded with sugar or lacking protein can lead to rapid glucose swings, leaving you foggy, irritable, and distracted, which, over time, can affect long-term cognitive health. Adding antioxidant-rich fruits, like blueberries, strawberries, or pomegranate seeds, provides compounds that help protect brain cells from oxidative stress, which is linked to age-related cognitive decline. Even a sprinkle of flaxseed or chia seeds contributes omega-3 fatty acids, which support neuron function and mood regulation. Think of this as building a breakfast that not only fuels your body, but also protects your mind. Another bonus: when your energy and focus are stabilized, you're more likely to stay active, engage socially, and maintain hobbies, all activities that further support cognitive health as you age. So, by correcting these common oatmeal mistakes, you're not just avoiding negative health outcomes, you're actively investing in your mental sharpness and memory resilience. Let's bring all of these insights into a real-world, sustainable routine. Changing the way you eat oatmeal doesn't have to be overwhelming. In fact, small, consistent tweaks are what lead to lasting results. Start by prepping your ingredients ahead of time. Keep rolled or steel-cut oats on hand, wash and slice fruits in advance, and have nuts or seeds ready in a container. This makes it easy to build a balanced, nutrient-packed bowl each morning without extra stress. Another tip is to experiment with flavor combinations: cinnamon and apple, berries with chia, or a touch of vanilla with walnuts. So you're excited to eat your breakfast, not just going through the motions. When your meals are enjoyable, you're much more likely to maintain these habits long-term. Another strategy is gradual substitution. If you're used to instant oatmeal packets, start by mixing them with rolled oats, then slowly phase out the packets entirely. Similarly, if you rely heavily on sugar, try replacing half with fruit first, then reduce gradually as your taste buds adjust. This method prevents sudden cravings and makes the change feel effortless. Also, pay attention to portion sizes and nutrient balance. Think of oats as the base, then layer on protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich toppings for a complete meal. Finally, remember the importance of flexibility. Some mornings you may want a savory bowl with eggs and spinach, other mornings a fruity, nutty version. Variety keeps your meals exciting and ensures you're getting a broad spectrum of nutrients. And if these practical tips resonate with you, here's a quick reminder. Hit that like button or subscribe to stay connected with more strategies for senior health and longevity. It's a small action that helps more seniors discover these life-changing insights. Next, we'll break down a step-by-step, perfect oatmeal blueprint so you can start tomorrow with confidence, knowing exactly what to include for maximum health benefits. Now it's time to put all the pieces together and create what I like to call the perfect oatmeal bowl, one that supports your heart, brain, digestion, and overall longevity. First, start with the right oats. Choose steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats instead of instant packets. These oats digest slowly, stabilize blood sugar, and keep you fuller for longer. Measure out about half a cup of dry oats per serving. This ensures you're eating a healthy portion without going overboard. Next, cook your oats in water, milk, or a milk alternative to boost calcium and vitamin D intake. Avoid overcooking, as mushy oats lose some of their natural texture and slow digesting properties. Once your oats are cooked, it's time to add protein and healthy fats. A spoonful of Greek yogurt, nut butter, or chia seeds works beautifully here. These additions slow glucose absorption, maintain energy, and provide essential nutrients for muscle and brain health. Then, add fiber and antioxidants by topping your bowl with fresh fruits, blueberries, strawberries, or even sliced apple. For a crunchy, nutrient-dense touch, sprinkle on nuts or seeds like walnuts, almonds, or flaxseed. Finally, spice it up with cinnamon, vanilla, or nutmeg to enhance flavor naturally without added sugar. The result? A bowl that is balanced, satisfying, and energizing, keeping you full and focused for hours. This blueprint is flexible. Switch up fruits, nuts, and spices daily for variety, and even explore savory options for a change. Let's pull everything together into a practical checklist that makes it easy to implement the changes we've discussed. Think of this as your go-to guide for turning a simple bowl of oats into a daily health powerhouse. First, always choose steel-cut or rolled oats. The less processed, the better for stable energy and fiber. Second, measure your portions. Aim for about half a cup of dry oats, then add nutrient-rich toppings instead of extra oats or sugar. Third, add protein and healthy fats. Greek yogurt, nuts, seeds, or a spoonful of nut butter will keep you full and support brain, heart, and muscle health. Fourth, limit added sugars and instead rely on natural sweetness from fresh fruit or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Fifth, rotate ingredients. Don't just eat the same thing every day. Variety ensures you get a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Another important tip is hydrate with your oats. Whether you cook them in milk, water, or a milk alternative, pairing fiber with fluids helps your digestive system work efficiently and supports gut health. Finally, remember the bigger picture. Oatmeal is just one piece of a balanced, nutrient-rich lifestyle. Combine your breakfast habits with other healthy practices, like staying active, managing stress, and getting adequate sleep, and you're setting yourself up for better energy, improved mood, and longer life. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with a little motivation. Because changing habits can feel overwhelming, but small steps lead to big, lasting results. Remember, oatmeal is not your enemy. It's a powerful ally in supporting your heart, brain, digestion, and overall longevity. By simply adjusting how you prepare it, what you add to it, and how much you eat, you can turn a simple breakfast into a daily ritual that nourishes your body from the inside out. Imagine waking up each morning, feeling steady energy, mental clarity, and satisfaction, knowing that this small choice is actively supporting your health and independence. That's the power of mindful eating. Think about this. The habits you form today ripple into months and years ahead. Skipping sugar, adding protein and healthy fats, watching portions, and rotating nutrient-rich toppings are small, achievable changes, yet their impact compounds over time. Each morning, you're making a deposit into your health account, supporting longevity and vitality. And here's the best part: you don't need perfection. Even implementing one or two of these strategies consistently will start to make a noticeable difference in your energy levels, mood, and overall wellness. So, let this be a gentle reminder. You have the power to take control of your health, one bowl at a time. Make your oatmeal work for you, not against you, and you'll see how a small morning ritual can transform the rest of your day and ultimately, your life. Let's take a moment to recap everything we've covered so you leave this episode with a clear, actionable roadmap for healthier oatmeal habits. First, always choose steel-cut or old-fashioned oats over instant packets. They digest slowly, keep you fuller, and help stabilize blood sugar. Second, measure portions. About half a cup of dry oats is ideal, with toppings adding nutrients, not extra sugar. Third, limit added sugars and rely on natural sweetness from fruits or spices, like cinnamon and vanilla. Fourth, add protein and healthy fats. Greek yogurt, nuts, seeds, or nut butter will keep your energy steady and support your heart, brain, and muscles. Fifth, rotate ingredients to ensure nutrient variety. This helps fill in vitamins and minerals often missing in a repetitive breakfast routine. Next, consider hydration. Fiber works best when paired with water or milk. Remember that small, consistent changes compound over time. By avoiding sugar spikes, processed oats, unbalanced bowls, and oversized portions, you are reducing inflammation, protecting your heart, supporting digestion, and even boosting cognitive function. Think of your oatmeal bowl as a building block for your daily health and longevity, not just a simple meal. Apply these strategies gradually, track how you feel, and adjust to make it enjoyable. Small wins every day lead to lasting transformation. As we wrap up this episode of the Elderly Transformation Podcast, I want to leave you with one final, empowering thought. Oatmeal can be your best friend if you eat it the right way. The mistakes we discussed today, too much sugar, instant packets, skipping protein and healthy fats, ignoring portion sizes, and neglecting nutrient variety, are common, but all of them are completely fixable. By implementing the tips we covered, you can transform a simple breakfast into a powerful tool for longevity, energy, and overall wellness. Think of each bowl as an investment in yourself. Every spoonful is a choice to nourish your body, support your heart, protect your brain, and maintain digestive health. Take action today. Start with one small change. Maybe swap instant oats for rolled oats, add a handful of berries, or sprinkle some nuts on top. Once you see how much better you feel, adding the other strategies will feel natural and rewarding. Remember, consistency beats perfection. Even gradual improvements lead to meaningful results over time. And above all, enjoy the process. Eating well shouldn't feel like a chore. It should feel like a way to celebrate your health, your independence, and your golden years. Before we say goodbye, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this episode with friends or family who could benefit from these insights. Every small step you take in changing your breakfast routine has the power to ripple into a healthier, more vibrant life. Thank you for joining me, Alex, on the Elderly Transformation Podcast. Make your oatmeal work for you, savor every bite, and remember, a healthier, more energized you is just one breakfast away. Until next time, stay curious, stay nourished, and keep transforming your life, one choice at a time.